In this video, we're going to use the Orderable plugin to create a restaurant website. Hi, my name is Stratos and I'm constantly producing video tutorials about WordPress. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Orderable is a plugin that will help you to create the restaurant functionality inside your WordPress website. It needs to have the WooCommerce installed in order to work, and we're going to install it. We're going to use first the free version and then we're going to use the Pro version. In the end of the video, I'm going to say my opinion about the plugin, so if you want to skip to any parts of the video, you will find timestamps in the description below, and you will also find the URL for the website ordrerable.com inside the description. Of course, no links are affiliate, as always, and we're going to start by viewing first the website. They say that they have the best restaurant plugin for WooCommerce. I doubt that, and we're going to see why I don't think that at this moment it's far from being the best plugin. Zero fees, mobile first design, easy ordering, product menu layouts, product add-ons, order bumps, time slots, holiday schedule, full checkout control, order management, timed products, custom checkout. These are features that you can have, and some others as well. Here you can see some FAQ, and let's go straight to the pricing. And here we will see that they have a free version that has the product layout, has one-page ordering, holiday scheduling, floating cart widget, efficient process orders, and mobile first design. And if you go for the Pro version, you will have to pay almost $250 for one website, and you will get 1 year of updates and support, product add-ons, order bumps, time slots, order flow, custom checkout, checkout tipping, time products, and SMS and WhatsApp notification. And at this moment they don't have this feature. It's incoming soon, but I think this is something that many clients want, and this is why they have already put that inside the pricing page. You can also have more licenses. The 10 sites are almost $400, as you can see, and then the 25 sites is almost $500. Of course, these prices are for agencies. If you want just one website for yourself, you have to buy $249 per year. The per year, of course, being that you will get all the updates, the next features that they will bring. If you want, you can just buy it once, use it, and then not update it at all. All the updates are going into the free plugin, and the Pro will stay the same. Let's scroll down, and here we have the comparison, and here are the features that the free version has, along with the Pro, of course, and then we have all the features that the Pro version has, but the free doesn't. Okay, we have also money back guarantee, so you can use it for 30 days, and if you don't like it, you can just get your money back. This plugin comes with the same theme that has bring us Addons theme. So if you're using Addons theme, you know that it's 100% compatible with that. You can also use it with other themes and of course with page builders because it has shortcodes. But keep in mind that in some cases you will find some bugs. Of course, their support is very helpful and they will answer to all your questions and probably they will help you with every problem you will have. Okay, let's close the page, and this is the website that we're going to play with. This is the website. Let's go to the home page. I have just a picture here. As you can see, I have the shop page that we're going to change later on, of course, because we're going to use the plugins shop page. And as you can see, I have some products here. We have pizza, pasta, drinks, and burgers. And let's go to the next page, and we're going to see some other products. Okay, those are the products. 21 products inside here. If we go into the plugins, let's go into the plugins, install plugins. We're going to see that I have the Addons blocks, I have WooCommerce. The Orderable can only work alongside with WooCommerce. Be really careful about that. WooCommerce, PayPal payments, and those two plugins are not worth mentioning. Okay, let's start by adding new, and we're going to start typing Orderable. And we're going to install first the free version. Okay, let's install now. Okay, activate that. And once you activate, you immediately go inside the wizard. Of course, the wizard will help you fine-tune the settings, but in any case, you can go ahead and change everything you want later on. we will see that all the settings from the wizard are inside the settings of the plugin. Let's click begin. So here we have the business name, which for me it's just food, the address line, test, address line to city, country, state, post code, and business email. All those settings are grabbed from the WooCommerce directly, and they are just being here in case you want to change anything. I'm going to deselect to get the updates via my email, and let's continue with that. Here it says location information, so help us for your ordering system. Which service do you offer? Do you offer delivery or pickup or both? So I'm going to click both because I have delivery and I have pickup as well. After that, which days in a week are you open? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'm off in Sunday. I don't work in Sunday. Okay, these are the normal opening hours, and keep in mind that these settings we're going to change later on because we want to fine-tune for Saturday. We have some different opening hours and we're going to change that later on, but for most of the days I have the same opening hours, which is from 5 o'clock, no, let's go for 12 o'clock and a.m., p.m. to, okay, let's go for 11 a.m. so I'm not confusing myself because I'm not really sure for the a.m. and p.m. when it's changing the time. And let's go for 11 to a.m. Okay, let's continue and then save and finish. Okay, here we have some wizard. I'm going to skip that. I just don't want to see it. And as you can see now, I have here the Ordrerable, and I have the settings, live ordering view, where you can view your orders in live time, layout builder, and then we have the add-ons and the time products, which are for the pro version. So let's continue with the settings. Let's go to the store settings, and here, as you can see, I can fine-tune the hours for every day of the week. I can select or deselect if I don't want a day of that, and I can just change the orders, the opening hours inside a day. So for Saturday, I'm going for a little bit earlier, and I'm going to close at 11 p.m. for some reason, because I just want to change that. And of course, you can just go ahead and play with the hours. We have also the max orders per day, and this is available only in the Pro version. Then we have the time zone, and here you can change the time zone. This is really important. Again, this is a setting that is fetched from the WordPress itself, but I like that I see all the settings are in here, so you don't have to go and click everywhere in order to fix all of those fine-tuning. After that, we have the services, and we have already checked the delivery and the pickup. And then we have the services hours, and here, as you can see, we have different service hours for delivery, pickup, and if we want, we can add some other service hours. So let's go for the delivery. So in delivery, we have all the days. And of course, as you can see, I don't have the Sunday because I have already marked it as it's a day off. So I'm going to select that. And here, the period all day, I'm going to select time slots, and now I can go and fine-tune when I want. Of course, this is only in the Pro version, as you can see here. After that, we have the pickup, because you may offer pickup delivery hours a little bit different than the pickup hours. And you can just go ahead and change if you want that as well. You can change here the days, and then you can fine-tune the time slots. Of course, again, this is only available in Pro. Okay, let's continue. As soon as possible. Do you want to have the as soon as possible option for the delivery? I want the visitor to click the as soon as possible button, and he will get his food immediately, or as we can deliver. Then we have the lead time, and here is if you don't want to accept delivery in the same day and you want to do that in the next day, this is better for catering services. And in catering, you will have to order something, but you will not get it in the same day, because there are many things that you will like to order for parties or something like that, and they will have to prepare those things. So you will order for the next day. And next we have the pre-ordering days, which means that if a visitor comes, he will going to see the calendar, and he will going to see the next 2 days, and he can also order for the next 2 days. Next, we have the holidays. So we can add holiday, and here, as you can see, we can set that to be from the, let's go for December, which makes more point, which makes more meaning. Let's go for 29, and then until the 1st of December of January. The 1st of January we are closed, so let's go and put here 2. These are where the store is closed. Now, something that, as you will see, if you click here and change something and put here a date, then you cannot delete that. You cannot delete that and just delete the settings. So you'll have to always have something inside here. This is a bug, and I would like that to be fixed because it's a little bit annoying. Okay, then you can click the services that you are closed to, and of course you can leave those empty in order to not get the holidays off if you don't want to, but I would like that to be deleted if I can. And after that I have the repeat yearly, which is something that I do like to see in services because I don't have to go every year and set the holidays inside here. And if you want, you can add also other holidays, so you can just click add holiday and select the next dates here. Also, we can see that we have here the delete button, so we can delete the services, the holidays that we don't want to. Let's save the changes. Something that I would like to see inside the store settings is the feature to add multiple stores. Even in the Pro version, you cannot add more than one store. So I would like that to have it inside here. I contacted the support about many things, and they took the time to answer every single question that I had, and they said that some users do the multi-store with the WordPress multi-site. But I don't think that this is what we want, because maybe we have the same menu and we want to choose the delivery, or we want to choose the pickup store because we have many stores in our neighborhood and we want to choose that. So I would like this feature to be inside here. Also for the services, I would like to have another that would say to dine in, not just pick up or delivery. I would also like to have dine in service. Next, we have the tip settings, which is only available in Pro, as you can see here. Checkout settings, which we can enable the custom checkout in Pro. And for the style, here we have the brand color, and I will change that to something like blue because I have blue in my logo. So let's go for something like this. Then we have the button style to be rounded, and I'm going to leave it as rounded, but you will see that we also have the square. We have the product title size pixels 20, product price size 18. We have the cart icon position to be bottom right, bottom left, top right, top left or top right. And then we have the fine-tune position, and we can give it a little bit of space for the bottom and from the right. If I choose here to go for bottom left, this will change to bottom and left. And of course, if I go for top, it will change that to top. Let's go for bottom right, so I will have the icon inside here. Let's save the changes. And also I would like here to see other settings as well. I don't have any other settings for the product title. Maybe I would like them to have a different color. Maybe I would like them to be bold, or to have different settings at all, different fonts. I don't know. Just give me some features so I can use. Even in the Pro version, I don't have anything to play with the text other than the text size and the price size, as you can see here. Okay, that was all with our settings, and then we can go into the live order view. Again, this is just to get your orders, and this is a live, so it means that immediately when you get an order, you will not have to refresh this page. It will come immediately inside here. So the store owner, or the one that is handling the orders online, he can have this page open in his computer, and he will always get the latest orders. Let's click exit live view, and let's go to the next one. As you can see, the orders is from here. So let's go to Orderable again, and let's go to the layout builder. So let's start by creating a product layout. So let's go and click the add new, and here we're going to give it a name like burgers, something like that. If I go and scroll down, I will see the layout preview here. and here are the settings, and all of those settings will be grabbed inside the layout preview. Now keep in mind that at this moment I haven't selected anything in the categories, and this would mean that it will apply to all the categories. But as you can see, the display says here grid, and this is not a grid, this is a list. So I have to go and select something here in order to see the grid. Now it's a grid here, as you can see, but I don't have that live preview unless I go and select a category. Also, I don't have anything to select all the categories or unselect all the categories. And if you have more than 20 or 30 categories, you have to go and select one by one everything. Okay, I would like those settings to be here in order for me to save a lot of time. Let's go and just select the burgers because I want to create just a layout for the burgers. And as you can see, I have only list and grid. I don't have anything else here. Also, I don't have anything to control the columns that I have inside the grid. I just have 3 columns here, so you can go ahead and choose the grid or the list. You don't have any other settings. After that, we have sections, but those are available only in the Pro version. And here I can select if I want to see the images, so you can have something like that. And I would leave it open because I do like that. And then I have the clickable card if I want those cards to be clickable and not just the add button, as it says here. In many cases, you may want to do that as well in order to help the visitor just click a product and not just go and point to the add button. So I do like the grid, but I would like to fine tune because I want maybe those titles to be in the center. I want the price to go on top and then the add button at the bottom. But I cannot change anything for the layout, even in the Pro version. I can just make some changes roughly to change some templates, but I cannot do anything with the layout and fine tune that. So I wouldn't call it exactly like Layout Builder as a template layout, because you cannot just build anything. You can just use some templates and just click or disable some features. There are not too many things to play with. Let's go and publish that. And let's go now to the Layout Builder. And I have shortcode and I have also the PHP function. And again, this is compatible with almost every page builder, so you can use the shortcode to add that inside your pages. So I'm going to copy that and let's go to the pages and I'm going to create a new page. I'm going to call it Order Now. Order Now. Just don't put anything. Okay, let's click here. Let's add a row layout. And then here I'm going to add a shortcode. And I'm going to paste the shortcode inside. Okay, let's publish that. And let's go into the front end. This is the shop page that we have at this moment. And let's go into the menu and let's add inside the menu the page that I have just created, the Order Now. Let's add that also, in order to compare how the shop page looks and how the Order Now looks. Okay, so let's refresh here, and here we will see the Order Now. I'm going to click it and open that in a new tab, and here is the grid that I have created. Let's go and see how it looks. This is just a straightforward WooCommerce layout, and this is of course much better for what we're building. If I go and click here inside product, I will see again the single product page. This is the single product page of WooCommerce, as you can see here. And if I go and click the same page, the Mexican burger, as I can see here, this is the one, I will see that immediately it will get in another feature. So here we have to order that because I don't want to see anything inside the vegetarian burger or the burger. I just want to go and order that. Now, some things that I don't like from this moment. Let's go and click that and exit that. If I go here to the Mexican burger, I can see that I have the description. So I want the visitor to know what's inside the Mexican burger. What are the ingredients inside that? And who is going to enjoy that, and I'm going to write something in order to sell my product. But here I don't have anything to say. I cannot do anything else than just click here and add that to my cart and then open my order, as you can see here, as a sidebar. I don't have anything inside here to sell the product, and I would like it to be able to see the ingredients or see anything inside here. That just add a button that says about this product and maybe open that in a pop-up and say what are the ingredients and what is inside those burgers. But I don't have any feature like that. Okay, so here I can select how many Mexican burgers I want. Let's go and click one of that and let's close outside in order to close that. And also I'm going for the classic burger and I'm going to add that as well. And as you can see, I have one Mexican burger and one classic burger. After that, I can see the subtotal inside here, which is 8.80 euros, and I can go for the checkout. Let's go to the checkout. This is the standard checkout that I can get from WooCommerce. This is nothing to do with the Orderable plugin. You have to go and add the Pro version in order to have the checkout from Orderable. And that was all with the free version. So as you can see, the free version doesn't have too much to play with. And probably I could get much more features if I could go and just play with a really good page builder and create something custom. So if you don't have the Pro version, I don't think that the free version has features in order for you to create something for your business. Okay, that's my opinion, of course. So let's go and add here the Pro version. Let's go into the plugins. And I'm going to add another plugin. Add new. Okay, just selected the Orderable Pro and let's activate the plugin. Now that I have activated the plugin, let's go back to the settings first. And here, now that we are in the settings, let's go for the store settings. Here we can see that I have opened the maxed orders by day, so I can select the orders that I want to be inside every day. After that, I have the delivery date and time, so I can select the hours that I don't want or do want for that to be changed. And as you can see, I have more settings here. I have the frequency, cutoff, and maxed orders, and all of those will help me to fine-tune the orders that come from the website. And here, as you can see, I can select the pickup and I have fine-tuning for the hours that the delivery and the pickup time will work. Okay, after that, I have the as soon as possible, and I can allow as soon as possible for the delivery time and for the delivery date as well. I'm going to check both of those. And all the other settings are the same from the free version. Okay, let's save those settings. And let's go to the tip settings. Now that we are in the Pro version, we have the tip settings. So I want to enable the tipping. And as you can see, I have the tipping option. So label, this is at 10%. The amount, of course, will be 10%. Then add an option for 5%. So let's go for 5 and then percentage. Okay, let's add another option for 15%. And let's go for the amount 15%. Okay, also you can have some fixed prices. Then we have the default, which will be no tipping. Then we have the no tip label, which says no tip. And then we have the enable custom tip, so the customer, the visitor, can select that and type the amount that he wants to pay for the tip. Custom tip, I'm going to save changes and I'm going to leave it as it is. After that, we have the checkout settings, and here we can enable the custom checkout. Show logo, I want to show the logo, and here is the logo upload. So I'm going for browse and I'm going to select the logo of my company. Again, I cannot change anything inside the logo. I cannot change the width or the height or any other things. Okay, and then we have the logo link, which I can enable or disable for the linking to the home page. Okay, let's save the changes. And as you can see, you can also check that to link to another page, not just the home page. Okay, let's save the changes and let's go for the style. And here we can see that I don't have any other features even in the Pro version. Now let's go to the layout builder. Let's go and create another layout, and I'm going to use the Pro version for this. So let's go for pasta or pizza or something like that. And let's go here. As you can see, those are not in grid, even though the grid is selected. And let's go and select here first the pasta. And now we will see the grid here. Okay, I will select the images. I will select the clickable cart. All of those are in the free version. But let's start see the section that we have in the Pro. Let's save that first. And now I'm going to select the first, which is all categories and titles. This will show me the categories here before the list of the products that are inside the pasta category, although those are pasta. So if I go here and select another category like pizza, I will see that I have here the pasta and then the pizza. Now those are alphabetical order, but I don't have any other settings in order to change that. I do like to show the pizza before the pasta for some reason, but I cannot change that. If I put that in the same layout, I will get just the alphabetical order that it gives me. I don't have any other settings, and this is something that I would like to be changed. Okay, after that, let's go and see the main category titles only, and this means that if you have also subcategories, let's say pasta, and then they'll say that pasta that contains meat or pasta that contain cream or something like that, then you will see also the subcategories inside here, and it will separate those products. After that, we have the subcategories title only, so I will not get the category, I will just get the subcategory, cream or meat or something like that. And as you can see, it's not the case that I would use it. After that, we have the top tabs, and this will include the tabs here, so I can switch between pasta and pizza here. So I can click here and change all of those products. And then I have also the tabs to be in the side, and you will see something like that. So I'm going to start by putting those on top because I do like how it looks, but I would like some features as well. I'm going to update that, and let's go now and go out. And as you can see, it's not a layout builder, it's a template builder. You cannot fine-tune anything even in the Pro version. So let's go and grab the pasta URL, pasta shortcode, and let's go to the page that I have here. Let's duplicate that. Okay, and I'm going to here paste the new shortcode. Let's update that, and let's go now to the front page here, and let's go for the order now. Here I will see first the burgers that I have put, and then I have the pizza and the pasta. And as you can see here, I can switch to the pizza, and I can only see the pizza here. I would like also to have other choices here. What are the colors that are for the active? What are the hovering colors? Those settings are not available. I don't have anything to play with the fonts, the sizes, or anything else. Also, something else that I think it's really important to have is a sticky option inside here. So when you scroll down, you will always have this bar on the top, and you will get all the choices that you want inside here. You cannot do anything like that at this moment. You have to hand code that in order to get it in the front end. I would like to be available, so I have the sticky option inside here when I scroll down. Now let's go and see how the process of the ordering has changed once I have the Pro version. So let's click here. And now I will see that I have here the orders, and here are all the things that I can see. And I can, of course, delete anything as it was in the free version. But once I go to the checkout, I will see now a different page, as you can see here. So now I have the contact information, I have the billing address again here, pay card payment information. And here I have the order summary, and I have here the tip amount. Now, I don't have any settings for the delivery or pickup, and let's go and do that. So let's go into the products, and let's go to the WooCommerce, and let's go into the settings, shipping. I'm going to click into the zones that I have at this moment. And here I have selected delivery and free delivery, and I will also add the local pickup. So add that. Okay, local pickup. And I'm going to put that, let's leave it at the bottom. Okay. And edit that. I'm going to change that as pickup. Okay. Let's save the settings. And we're good to go. Let's go to the checkout and refresh here the page. And now I have to put my address in order to view the shipping options. So let's go and put here test. Let's go and put here Athens. Okay, the postcode is 11111. And here is Attica. Okay, so now I have the delivery, which is €1. I have the free delivery, and I have the pickup. Those settings are grabbed from WooCommerce, and I haven't set up quite correctly the free delivery. Then we have the pickup, and you can select if you want to pick up that. and of course the delivery, and here we have as soon as possible, or you can select today and select the delivery time. Okay, let's go for free delivery, of course, and then you can select the tip amount if you want, no tip or 10%, and the price will auto change, and custom tip you can select whatever price you want. Let's go for 15%, and then I'm going to pay cash once it's delivered, and here let's go and put a name. So first name test, and let's go and place the order. Once the order is placed, and of course I have to go and put the phone here to something like that. All of those can be changed from the WooCommerce settings, and you can change if you want and create the features so anyone can order even though he's not a member of this website. So this is the order. As you can see, the order has been received, and if I go now here into the live order view, I will see that I have new order. And as you can see, this is in processing, and the service is delivery. This is the total amount, the due date. And if I go now inside here, I will see, as always, the order details inside the WooCommerce. Let's continue with the next feature. Let's go into the settings. Let's go into orderables. And next one is the product add-on. Okay, leave page, of course. The product add-ons are basically some things that you can add inside your products when you're ordering. So you want a burger, maybe you wouldn't add some sauce, or maybe you would like to add fries, or maybe you would add or remove some things inside there, or type something different like I have allergies, so please do not add anything with nuts or something like that. Let's go and add new. And here I'm going to type something like extra cheese, or extra ingredients, maybe something like that, extra ingredients. Okay, here we have two tabs. The one is fields and the other is condition. The fields, we're going to place all the ingredients that we have, and then we can set the condition where we want those to be appeared. Let's go and add the first, and this is now the field. I'm going to click that, and I have some options. I have the type, which is text, so someone can type whatever they want. Then I have the drop down, so this is exactly like what you see here. Someone clicks here and he will get a drop down. Then I have the checkbox. We can have some boxes, and the visitor will tick whatever he wants. He can check more than one. And then we have the radio box, which is something that he can just choose one from the options that I give him. Okay, I will start with the text, and I will give something for the text. Let's go and change the title, and here are comments. So type something, description. Do you have any allergies? Allergies. If you have, not do you have. If you have, then you can write it here. If you have any allergies. Okay, required. Is this required? No, it's not. It has multi-line or not. I do not give it multi-line. And then placeholder if you want to type something like inside here, and the default value as well. I'm going to add another field that is going to go into the second one, which is the drop down, and here I'm going to go something like select sauce. Okay, and here we have the description, so you can type something like select the sauce that you want along with those orders. If it's a required, yes, this is a required one. Then I'm going to add the options, and these are the options for the selection drop down, for the drop down field. So what we have here, we have the ketchup, okay, the price is 0, we don't have anything. Let's go for the next one, which is mustard. Okay, no price at here also, and here we have something like white sauce. So the price is 0 again, and that was all with this field. Let's click that in order for that to be not extended. Okay, comments and select sauce. After that, I'm going to add another field, and I'm going to select that to be checkbox in order to see all the fields that we have. The checkbox again is you can select more than one, so for that we have extra ingredients. Extra ingredients. Okay, for the description I'm not going to put anything. If it's required, no it's not. And let's go and add here bacon. Visual, if you want to add an image or a color to that. If you have an image, then he will also see the image once he clicks the options that you want to get. Okay, I'm not going to choose any of that. The price is €1 for me. Let's add another one, and here it's if it's selected by default, the label will be extra cheese. No, let's go for Gouda. Okay, the price is again 1. Then we have egg. The price is 1. I will keep it as 1. And once more, I have also mushrooms or tomato. And the price is 1. Okay, all of those are the options for the extra ingredient. And let's go and add the last field, which will be, of course, the radio. And here, select side food. Okay, this is not a required again, and I have here fries or French fries. I think they are called French fries. French fries, and the price is €3. I have rice. Price is €2, and I have also vegetables, and the price is €1. Okay, I'm okay with that, so I have those 4 fields inside here. As you can see, I can select to change the order, so I can go the comments and put that at last, and I can select the sauce. Then first let's go for the extra ingredient, let's go then for the side food, then let's go for the sauce, and then the comments. Let's publish that, and now I have to go and set the conditions. So the condition will be, of course, where I want them to be edited and be viewed. So if I go now, let's close some cards inside here because I have too many, as you can see. Let's keep that open, and let's go now to the front end, and let's go and visit the site. Let's go to the order now, and here I'm going to see that inside the burgers, if I click here, I will see all of those options, even though I haven't said anything. Even though I haven't said anywhere the conditions, I can see inside here. If I go and click here the pizza, I will see again for the pizza everything inside here. So you have to go and set the conditions every time you add something. Immediately they will enable it everywhere, and I don't like that. I would like that to be deselected, and if I want that to be enabled, I will go and add the condition. This is how the logic works, not auto-enable that, and we will see what we get later on. Okay. Also, you can see that something changed. Now I have to go first, select the extra steps, and then add that to the cart, and not immediately add that to the cart. But again, I don't see anything with the text of the ingredients or anything for the burgers or any other things that I have selected here. Let's go first into the conditions. Let's add our first condition, and for here we have the product or the product category. So we can set that to be product is equal to something or product is not equal to something. And then we can also add the product category to be equal to a category or not to be equal with a category. Also, you can add more rules so you can mix and match what you want here. Now, I would like here to have also tags. I think that tags is really important because maybe you have some vegetarian things that you would like to add inside your burgers and some pizza and pasta, but you would like to be those vegetarians, so you will like to add settings just for the vegetarians. You don't want to create different category for vegetarian plates, you just want to add something inside there. So you have to go and select one by one all the products if you want to do that. You don't have anything in order to put multiple products between different categories, and I would like to see that. This is really important for me. Let's go and select now that I have this for the product category, and this is equal to burgers. Let's go and type the burger, B, okay, let's update that. And now that I have done that, let's go refresh here. And if I go and click the burger, I will see now that I have the settings that I have selected, the extra ingredients and everything else. And if I go to the pizza and select that, I will not see that I have those settings. And this is how it's supposed to work in the first place. Now let's go and do something a little bit different. I'm going to add the extra ingredients as you can see here, but I also want to add another product, add-ons, and I'm going for drinks. So add new, and let's go for drinks. Maybe you have something that you will add like drinks in order to get, no drinks, let's go for size, which it will make more sense in what I'm going to put here. So let's go for size, let's go for fields, and this will be something like radio, and let's go for size here, let's leave the description, and let's go for medium and large. So large is everywhere, €3 more. So let's add the condition, and I'm going to apply that everywhere. At this moment I have the burgers, pizza, pasta and drinks, and for all of those headings I want the size medium or large, and let's say that the price will be the same no matter what product you choose. If you want the large, you will pay just $3 more, and I would like that to be everywhere. So product category equals to the burgers. Okay, and of course you cannot add an extra category inside here. You have to go and add another rule. So let's add another rule. Product category is equal to pasta. Add another rule also for the pizza. And let's change that to product category first. Pizza. Okay, I'm not going to add drinks. It's an extra step. I'm not going to do it at the moment. Let's go and publish that. And let's go now to the product add-ons, and here you will see that I have two. Let's click here, product add-ons. I have two. I have the size and I have the extra ingredient. Let's go here and refresh. And now I'm going to click into the Napolitana, and I will see if I want the medium, it's a medium size, or if I want to get the large, it's extra €3. I can do that, and now the price will go into 10. Let's skip that and go straight to the burgers. And click here, and I will, as you can see, I have the size first, and then I have the extra ingredient that I have selected from the other field. I don't have any settings in order to set the order for those extra fields. I cannot add anywhere and say that I want first the extra ingredients and then I want to get the size at the bottom. So if you're going to match more than one product add-ons, and you create more than one here, and you're going to place them in the same product, you cannot change the order inside here. If you want to do that, you will have to go manually and check the time that you have set here. This is 9:18 and this is 9:24, the same date. So if I go here and put 9:10, this will go at the bottom. So let's do that. Let's quick edit that, and let's go and change that to 9 and 10 and update that. And let's go now to the order now. Let's refresh here. Let's click the burger again, and now this size will go at the bottom because I have set the time to be last. So first, maybe I put the size first and then the extra ingredient. So whatever you create last, it will go on top. Also, I would like something like a new column here that says where those are applied. So the extra ingredient, I would like here to see category burgers, and here I would like to see category and the categories that I have selected, or all the categories or something here in order to understand where I have set those to be assigned and not click inside here every time. I don't have also the settings to export and import my add-ons. So if I want to create add-ons and I want then to import to another website as well, I don't have any settings in order to do that. The product add-ons are also something that in many cases that you are creating a restaurant, it will be a really extensive list. So I would like also to have something like import from CSV and maybe give us a template, fill out the template inside the CSV and then import that directly inside here and just go then and set the condition or something like that. But I would like to have something and not go and create manually everything one by one. Duplicate is also something that I would like here, and of course into the layout builder. I can install another plugin to duplicate the products, but less plugins are better, so I would like that to be as a featured inside here. I don't think that this is something that they cannot do with a little bit of code. Let's go now again to the order now, and here I have some things required like the select sauce, and as you can see it's already like ketchup, and this is because it's a selection field. But let's go and do another thing. Let's go into here the extra ingredient, let's edit that, and let's go and put inside the comments the required field. Okay, let's update that. And now into the order now, let's go refresh. I'm going to click the burger, and now I also have the comments, and here this is required. So if I go select the egg that I want, select the vegetables, maybe ketchup, okay, medium size, it's a medium already, and I don't add anything for the comments, I cannot click add here. But I cannot also see anything wrong with that. If I not see the asterisk here and I notice that and say, oh, this is something that it's required, I don't have any error message that says, hey, do you know what, you have to fill this, please fill that in order to you to go and process and add the order to the basket. I have to get here an error message that says, please fill this out in order to go and order that. So I have to go put something like here, test, and now I can go and click the add. I would like that, this is basic features, I would like that to be something like an error. Hey, man, you forgot the comments, just go and add those in order to proceed. Also, if you don't have an image for the burger, here you will have the placeholder from WooCommerce. And this is something that I don't like at all. I would like that for me to be enabled or a disabled feature if I don't like the image. Also, as you can see, the white text with the white background here doesn't look good. So I want some more options. I want that to be maybe with a different background here, maybe with a little bit darker background, or maybe with more overlay color inside here. Give me some settings in order for me to change the layout how I want. Let's click the add, so now I will go into the checkout, and as you can see here I have the classic burger with the extra ingredients, select side food vegetables, select sauce, comments, size medium, and I can add or decrease if I want the items inside here. Next step, we have another feature which is the timed product. These are products that you have in certain dates or times. So maybe you have something in New Year's Eve, maybe you have something that more seasonable, and you want some products only to be visible in some dates, on some dates. And let's go and add new. And here is something like New Year Eve burger. Year's burger, or special or something like that, and then you can set that to be visible or hidden according with the rules. And then we have the time product rules, so according with these dates this will be visible or hidden on date, and then I can select the date that I want, add another time, add another date here, and then as you can see these are the settings that I have. Then I have other conditions, so these are the products, and now I can go and select which is the product that I want that to be visible. This is not where you are going to create the product, of course. You're going to create the products inside the WooCommerce, as every product that you are going to create with WooCommerce, and then you are just going here and select the product that you want. Last thing that I would like to say is the process of WooCommerce. WooCommerce uses the shop page. So if you go to the shop page, you will see the standard WooCommerce page. I would probably go edit that page, and I would delete the shortcode that WooCommerce puts inside here, and I will put my own from the products, from the orderable shortcodes, and I would create my own page. And this is how I would probably do it, because I don't want at any time for the visitor to go and see the shop page inside here. So for the conclusion, at this moment, you cannot say that it worth the price that it asks. For $250, it doesn't have many features, it doesn't have many things that you can edit and change. There are better plugins that you can buy for less money, and it can give you more functionality to add inside your website. At this moment, for $250, it's not something that you can justify the price. If you have this from the lifetime deal that they offer when they first launch, then this is an investment that you have made. It comes from the Cadence team, so you know that this team will get improved the plugin and they will give us features. But at this moment, it doesn't worth $250 for one website. Let's go and see some things. I will repeat, of course, some things that there were inside the tutorial because many of you guys, you will only see the conclusion, but I will also say some more things that I would like to see. So let's start with the support of the stores. We don't have more than one stores to support. If we want to add more stores for the pickup and the delivery, we have to do that manually with other plugins and maybe change a little bit how the checkout feels and add a field that says this store or that store, or select the store that you want to pick up, something like that. But I would like that to be inside the Ordrerable. The multi-site that they have offered me as a solution is not something that I would like, because there I have to control two websites. If I want to make a change to a food, I would like to go and make one change and then be across the whole website and not go into two different places and make the same changes. If the prices are going to go up, then I have to go into two websites and do the changes. Multi-site is not a solution. Here, if we go to the layout builder, and again, let's face it, it's not a builder, it's like a template chooser. You're not going to build anything, you're just going to click some options and then you will get some templates, some ready templates. Just add or remove images and then check the sections here. I would like to see more options, of course. I would like to edit the colors, edit the text, change the fonts, change the order that those things are displayed, make some changes except for those 4 or 5 changes that we have inside here. If I go to select tabs, then make them sticky in the front end. If I go and select the site or tab, make them sticky in order to be better looking into the front end. Inside the product add-ons, add here another column and say that those add-ons are assigned with these products or these categories. Do something different than me having to go every time and edit that in order to see where these add-ons are applied. Add also here an export and import so I can do that and export them to another website and import them there. Also import those add-ons from a CSV. In many restaurants, they have massive add-ons list and you have to go manually and edit one by one. Give us a template, show us how to build a CSV, and then bulk import all the product add-ons. Duplicate the add-ons by just a click and not have to go and add another plugin just to duplicate those add-ons. If I select those two to be in the same product, I cannot edit the order by just clicking or dropping something. I have to go and change the time that this was published in order to make those changes. Let's go into the order now. Also, if I click here, I cannot see the description of any product. I have some text that is inside the product and say what are those ingredients, how this is cooked, and what is that the meat is 100% fresh and it's made from us or something like that, but I cannot see anything inside the products or in the grid. Also, those options here are not editable for the text, the size, the color, and anything else. The cheese builder is not looking too good here. If you haven't an image here for the cheeseburger, then you will have the placeholder image from WooCommerce, and this is not good. I would like that to be disabled maybe, if I don't have an image. Then the cheeseburger is white with a light background and it's not looking good for every background and I cannot change that. I don't have anything that says, hey, you forgot that this is a required field. So even if I select anything, I cannot click the add because I haven't add here the requirement, the comments that are required. And I don't have any error or like a red text that says, please fill this out. So I have to go fill this out and then I can click the add button. Then the checkout is missing more than 2 or 3 things. I would like here, of course, to have multi-store, but then I would like to have more features to control the fields. Since I'm building a custom checkout page, give me the options to edit and to remove if I want some fields from here. If I select here to pick up, then I should have also a map in order to see where this store is. So I immediately know where the store is and I don't have to go into the contact page. And as you can see here, I don't have any menu settings or anything like that. Now, this is because if someone visits here the checkout page, then you want them to be sure that they are going to place that order and not go just click away and leave. But if they forgot to add something inside the order and they say, oh yeah, I want also to add something, put a button that says here, click something and order something more. I have to go and click the back button, or I have to select that to be as link to something different, and the visitor will not know that by pressing the logo you will go back to the order page. Add somewhere here the menu, or give me something different so the visitor can go back and add something inside his order. I would like to see account page from the Ordrerable and not the WooCommerce, so the visitor can know what are their previous orders, maybe save their address. They may have a home and the work, the office that are nearby, and they can both be served from the same restaurant. So they want to save their address, maybe they are liking the food and they're going to order again and again, so make it easier for them to go log in and then select that they're in home and deliver the food there, or they're at work, so deliver the food there. In the front page, I would also like to have a form like add here your postcode and see if the store can service you in your home or in your address, because it's not a WooCommerce website. We're not going to travel 40 or 50 miles in order for you to get your food. It has to be hot. It has to be in the area that we're going to deliver. So fill out the post here and you're going to see if you can be served with the delivery option. And this is not something that you want to do that in the checkout, because you don't want the visitor to go into the whole process, ordering the food, selecting the order and everything else, and once he reads out the checkout form and put here's the zip code, he will get the message that says, hey, you know what, we don't deliver to that address. Something else that I would like here to see a quick out of stock for some items, something like here having another feature, and go inside here, select the WooCommerce product and set that as out of stock. I know that you can do that for WooCommerce, but WooCommerce is a permanent solution. You have to go inside the WooCommerce, select that to be out of stock, and then this is something that it's permanent unless you go and deselect that. But I would like that to be just for today, because we may have run out of cheese or something and we cannot make pizzas. Okay, make pizzas, every pizza, or something like we don't have this kind of meat and we cannot deliver and we cannot process this kind of food. So select something, make this to be out of stock, and they cannot choose that food. But tomorrow, these all settings will be reset and they will start from the beginning. So everything will be available because we have now every ingredient in stock and we can create every food. I think this is important. Something else is custom services. If I go to the settings, I will see stay on page, leave page. Okay, let's go into the settings, and here in the settings, I can see now that I have the service hour for delivery and pickup, and the services are delivery and pickup. Now, I cannot change here and add custom services. Maybe I have also catering service and I want to add those inside here. Maybe I have something different services that I want to offer. I would like that to be as a feature here, and I can create my own custom services. Now, I know that I'm saying mostly cons about the product, but I would like to see more features in order to use that in more websites. I think that has just the basics in order to install that, but if your client comes out and asks for another feature, you will say, oh, what I'm going to do, I have to manually code that and maybe change that with CSS, PHP, or JavaScript in order to do things like that. There are major things and features that are missing from this plugin. It has the basic functionality, you can work with that. The free plugin has many things that are missing, and I think that if you have the knowledge, you can create something better with the good page builder than using the free version. The pro version is not nearly worth the money that it's asking at this moment, and this is only good for investment or if your client needs a basic website. If he starts asking for features, then you will have to manually add them inside your website. So that was all with the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it, you like it. Please give me a thumbs up if you do like it. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.